how would you evaluate how your training camp is going so far?
Yeah, I mean, it's going good. It's a little different than I thought it would be. In terms of um, just like it's my first camp, so just really figuring it out, and leaning on the older guys. But it's been really good. We got a really good group of guys, guys who want to win, guys who want to do things the right way, and I'm just excited to be here with them.
How we've seen Starks, it seems like you're getting more aggressive going after the ball when the opportunity comes. Is that a sign of just you getting more comfortable in whatever is being asked for?
Yeah, I think it's like my learning stages, It's like you get here and you learn like obviously how to practice like a pro, but also like when's the right moment to do things and when's not the right moment to do things, But like at the end of the day, you still want to be competitive. So really just trying to figure out the balance in that and just figure out, where I need to be. And also, like you said, just me getting more comfortable within the system and playing my game of football.
How much does it help you coming into a secondary where there's so many guys that have been first-round picks and come in, and that's been the start of their NFL experience with that, the pressure and the feeling of being a first-round pick to give you that advice?
Yeah, I think it's huge. And just like when you look at the guys, just like their personality, I mean, like it's such a great room to be in, and just like the knowledge that they have, and even the guys, that weren't first-round pick. Just like our room is very deep in general, from top to bottom. So just for me to be able to come in and learn from everybody, I mean, it's going to be huge in my development. And I think it's also helping everybody else. The better you can teach somebody else, the better you actually know the system. So.
Okay, Kyle just said that he thinks you're way ahead of where he was as a rookie. I guess what has it been like playing next to him? What are some of the things that you've learned or want to learn from him so far?
Yeah, I think he's generous. But I think I said there's levels, and he's on that top level. And I think just to be able to learn from him, I think like when I come off, like I always go to him like, hey, like if this happens, like what do you think? And then like when they get in this set, well, like what are you thinking? So just like continue to like learn from him, but also like to see how he sees the game of football. I mean, like he's so smart. Like you think you know football till you get around people who know football, and then you realize you don't know that much about football. But you do though. But it's just really just being able to learn from him. I think it's been huge, and for me to be out there with him, it's awesome.
How much you think
going against this offense is going to help you accelerate the learning curve?
Yeah, I think iron sharpens iron. I'm going against the best in and out every day. Monken's the best OC in the league. So just to be able to come out here and go against him and go against the guys on the offense, and learn from them as well. How they see the game from their side to help me has been huge in my development as well.
Is there anything about you being a starter as a freshman at Georgia that reminds you about this process?
Yeah, I mean, nothing's easy and nothing's given. You earn everything, and just the work ethic that comes with it. Just because I was the first round doesn't mean my spot is guaranteed. I got to work like everybody else, and I gotta prove it. There's a lot of expectations. There's a lot of standards that come with that, but I gotta prove myself worthy of it and earn the respect of all the teammates that I have, and just go out there day in day and give my best.
Your first camp was a little different than maybe you expected. What were your expectations?
Honestly, I don't know. I came in with a very open mind. I really just want to come out here and compete. I think like that's my nature. I think that's the nature of this organization, and especially the DB room. So just being able to be in that room, like I said, with guys like that, it kind of just, like you look over to your left, you see Kyle. You look over to your right, you see Marlon. You look over to your left, you see Nate. You look over, you see Jair. I mean, like you see everybody, right? You see Jalen. So I mean, like, and like when they do something, it makes you want to up your level of play. So just for me to be able to be in that room, I mean, like, it's crazy.
Malaki, we always see what you're doing on the practice field. Can you talk to us a little bit about your presence in the film room when you're doing individual meetings, meetings with coaches? Is there an area that you feel like most comfortable?
Yeah, I think just learning. I think my biggest thing is like I just love to learn. So like it's very like open discussion, like in meetings. Like if you don't know something, don't sit there and not know it. Ask. And if you have questions, you ask. So that way everybody's on the same page. Because if you got a question 10 times, somebody else has the same exact question. And that's just how it works, and it's always going to be that way. So just being able to feel comfortable in that space, and it also comes with the learning. Like I know, like in order to learn the system inside and out. Like, I gotta have questions. I gotta be curious about everything, and I think that's what I've been doing so far.
Are you a guy where once you get settled in, you'll see your personality on the field, or do you keep it more businesslike, or how would you describe yourself?
I think it's a little bit of both. I think what you see most of the time is my personality. I'm very calm, very goofy, but there's a time for goofiness in business. And I think also just getting comfortable, like you said, new system, new people. So just figuring it out, trying to find that balance of being myself, but also, learning as well.
Malaki, you talked about the talent in the secondary. You have some personalities in there too, and those guys like to talk. Is that rubbing off?
A little bit. I would just say like it's energy, and that's what you need as a DB, as a football player in general. But the guys in that room, just the energy that they have, I mean, like, you feed off of it, And like I said earlier, it's kind of like making a play. Like, he makes a play, it makes you want to go make a play. So the energy kind of feeds that way as well.
Marlon said you definitely did make an interception yesterday, but there was something weird about it. Can you take us through that play?
Yeah, I mean, we were on this field here, and I can't remember if it was 7 on our team, but I was in a deep half, and Bates ran a 7, and I don't know what it was. Lamar threw it, and I was the only one back there, so I caught it. But no, it was weird because like everybody just kind of like stopped. I don't know what happened. But no, it was a good experience, but also just continuing to learn. The guys on offense and defense, I mean, like, they're so smart, and I think just the ability to really take their knowledge and put it with mine and like figure out how I want to. Whoa, my fault. Figure out like how I want to play within myself in the system is going to be huge.
Was that your first time picking up the mark?
Yeah, it was.
No, thank you.
Thank y'all.